Where is this? There we go. Now we can see if I have audio here. Woo! There. I'm actually afraid to move this phone. I have no idea what I'm doing, man. YouTube is weird, man. It's totally different than what I'm used to, man. Which phone can play? Oh, come on now. No, that's. Oh my god. This is fucking serious right now. With this shit. Where's my live chat? You guys are just watching me be a dumbass right now. This is fun. This is me learning all about stuff right now. What I can do on mobile. Like, wait. Is this? Oh, I think I have to log out of this account. That's what that is. Because I think that we are. Yeah. I have to log in as the other account. And then look for it. Haha, I'm smart finally. Ooh, and it's got the buttons and making the noise on it too. Ah, there we go. But, oh, would you just go away? Stop. YouTube, I'm plenty familiar with this. Go away. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, this is so I can see chat. But now, am I gonna need a third phone? Because there's an easily mutable function in Twitch, but I don't see one on the YouTube's chat filters. Yeah, live chat, or I can bring that down, I guess. And then if I look at that, I get the quality. Listening controls. That's not much of any listening controls. That's just saving shit. All I want to do is just mute the audio from here so I can play my chill tunes while I'm on the stream. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I just want what I want, alright? Okay, so how about this? We'll do it this way. If I can't have one, I'll do the other. This will. Okay. It's fine. It's always fine. It says it's active. But unfortunately, oh, I know that's why it's not playing. It's just that. I know that. Because, yeah, it will let me come back to this. And then this. Because this just kicks me right off and goes to live chat. Alright. Alright. If that's the way it's gotta be, that's the way it's gotta be, I guess. 2 o'clock in the morning, and guess what? I don't care. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just here to feed my crickets and stuff. I just want to get clean one cage. I want to look after my grasshopper eggs, and that's it. I have crickets I haven't looked at since Friday, and it's like this is the day that I worry about most of them dying. Last year, had to attend a funeral at the same time that I had a large hatch of eggs. And I was so completely heartbroken by the fact that there was no way I could bring like 150 Spoods with me. They live in these little deli cups, right? And they're not real big, but also who's gonna wanna watch the fucking spiders? This chick brought spiders? Everybody's gonna burn the house down. Because people are afraid of spiders. But these aren't really like spiders. They don't act like spiders. They act more like cats. That's why I call them my little spiders, my little spood cats. Because they act more like cats than they do spoos. I did, on the happy side, receive this absolutely gorgeous, I think it's a cognac glass? Yeah, I think it's cognac. So, I have some, oh God, what is this? Choya. And choya is a regional specific drink in Japan. You would find different places would have different recipes for what they wanted, but the basic recipe is the same. You get a bunch of umi plums, which they're a stone fruit, but let's not get it twisted. They are not they're not like a peach or a pear or something like that. Umis are rather sour, and they're picked when they're green. So you end up with a product that kind of sort of tastes like golden raisins. That's what the liquor says. Oh, I just dumped that shit all up in there. Oh my God. I am a loser. But every region and even families will have different recipes for ume plum wine, they call it. So, but I got into it about, yeah, y'all need some water in your lives. Or just about as much as you need, Jesus. All right, I gotta move you to the new nursery today because I can't have you little pinheads be living in here with these other big ass crickets. Because them motherfuckers will eat you. They eat you like a snack. I stole that bit, by the way. Oh, great. It just got everywhere, didn't it? Okay, let's get a spoon. Let's get a spoon, clear it off. Because if we don't clear it off, then, bad stuff. Hey, where'd my chat go? Damn it. Can I at least do chat? What about chat? Chat settings? Chat, where'd you go? I missed you, chat. What the fuck? Yes, I'm gonna say what the fuck right on stream. What the fuck is that? I'm having issues. Having issues. Like I want to put it back in, so what, live chat. There we go. That's what I really wanted. Yay. How's about that? Alright, so all I'm pretty much going to do is attempt to clean off the food I've accidentally dumped all up in their ick, all up in their water dish. Because if I don't get all of it, it will sit there and then it'll mold and then everything around it will mold. And the next thing I know, I have a mold problem. And it's not a good idea. Not a good idea. You know what? My left hand is so stupid. And it's like, I want to give left hand the benefit of the doubt, and say, you know what, just give left hand a little bit of a try. Just let her try a little bit. And every time I do that, I'm like, left hand, I'm going to sell you back to the slave traders I bought you from. So, be prepared. That white van gonna come for you, and the next thing you know, you're gonna be in it. And then, see that left hand? You better straighten up. Oh, God. So, yeah. I was in a bad car wreck, and that sucked, and now I'm back from the dead, I guess. No, I don't think I'm back from the dead. I just think that most people get confused over how... I saw a police report, and I saw a report from the hospital itself, right? Which were both wrong. They was both wrong. How about that? They was both wrong. You couldn't trust neither one of them. Because there were things in there that definitely weren't true. Like, I was in the vehicle. Yep. I was not on the outside of the vehicle, thrown up against the vehicle. And the passenger side was thrown up against me. It woke up, left seat, right seat woke up that Friday and chose violence. Because that was all it could do, So it woke up and chose violence. Let me see if I can clean this out. Oh, God. Oh, I just sprayed myself. Great. Ooh. I guess that's a little better. Yeah. There we go. Oh, nice and clean. So fresh. So fresh and so clean. Yeah. Because I don't like it when my crickets have dirty things. Dirty crickets lead to sick crickets that I don't want to feed to my... Yeah, I don't want to feed to my animals. It's one thing if a cricket dies and then you feed it to your animal and you're like, it's dead now, what do I care? No, not in the cricket world. I always want to give them the best advantage I possibly can because I don't know a lot about organic chemistry, but I know someone who does. And there's a phrase in organic chemistry called garbage in, garbage out, right? So let's say you're trying to make something that requires several different components, and this is like anything, you know, you're trying to make a sandwich, or you're trying to build a car, or you're trying to, you know, do basically anything, and there's always just a set of steps. I've lost my train of thought twice now. I got a concussion as well when I was in the wreck, and since then it's like I'll be in the middle of a conversation and just completely forget what I was talking about. And because there's nobody in chat except my mod, you guys can't help me remember what it was I was talking about. It's not like my boy is still, you know, tuned in, fucking helping me out. I need a live mod besides myself. Because I'm just ridiculous. And I get to try out this new thing I invented. It's not really invented, but it's this thing I thought of, and I thought, hey, you know what? This might make things a hell of a lot easier. This is not it, though. This is just some stupid shit I'm doing because I'm feeling lazy and I don't feel like filling up this water thing with the big jug. I don't even remember what I was talking about before. Doesn't matter. You're just gonna sit here and listen to me ramble, and it doesn't matter anyway. Nobody's watching. Nobody cares. I might get some people in. They might stay for, you know, a few minutes or something like that, but I have no idea how to retain people as far as that goes. I think I have to be tragic or something like that before I can get noticed. Maybe I should scream and shout and cry about stuff. I wonder if that would give me the fame I desire. You know, it's not even fame. It's not even fame. Entertainment is my business. It has always been my business. Ever since I was, you know, this tall. Entertainment has always been my business. And the idea of having to leave the entertainment business at all scares the crap out of me. I don't want to go back to retail. I'm an entertainer. I don't want to go back to Walmart. That shit sucked. I just think people should get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to what they want to do. I mean, we'll ask like 6-year-olds, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you have any idea how much pressure that puts on a 6-year-old? They're like playing with cars, and all of a sudden they're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you're like, race car driver, because they put you on the spot. And then all of a sudden later on you realize that they're going to hold you to it. Like, they're going to hold you to it. You're going to make sure that you become a race car driver. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. But that's how it goes. You know. But whatever. I'll figure a way to do all of this. Make it less painful for everybody. Yeah, it's really weird because they kind of sort of look like ants, and they're really attracted to different things in different stages of their life. And so right now they are they're hopping around and they're trying to get away, but it's not the same as if it was an adult. An adult cricket is trying to get away because it wants to spread its genes. You know? It wants to get out. It wants to go out and breed, and so it considers that its life might actually be worth something, you know, and they act accordingly. Especially the females. Males can be really, really, really extra, but the females are just extra all the time. All of the time. If you even go like walk past the tank for something, if they can see you, they freak out. They're just like, "Rah!" You're like, I didn't do anything yet. I'm not even gonna come over there and mess with you. I'm here to mess with the other guys. And they're just like, we don't care. We're crickets that are afraid. Yep, see? Just watch me drop stuff. Watch me do stuff with my stupid left hand. Yeah. So these will hold the little dudes until... Okay, there's nothing there. Yep. Water. More water because crickets need humidity, especially young ones. Put that over there for the second. So I'm going to need this space and I'm going to need it fast. Oh, so I can put this one down. Yeah. Okay, so in here I'm going to put another 2 stack of egg carton. I call it the makings of a penthouse is what I call it. Because I treat my crickets really well. I mean, I come in here and I baby them. I make sure that they have their food is not rotting away and giving them mold, and that they are warm enough and they're getting enough sunshine that they can do whatever the hell they want, you know, because they're going to live their best lives until they get eaten by something else that I own. So they're going to be eaten by frogs, eaten by turtles, or eaten by spiders. So it's like, what do you do with that? Once you know it, what do you do with that? 1, 2, buckle my shoe, and 1 more water, because they will definitely fight over the food, but they won't fight over the water. It's weird. Some of them get really territorial, and they won't let other crickets eat or drink, and it's like, dude, you're so stupid, because I'm about to pick you up and specifically pick you next, because you're such a jackass. And sometimes it's good if you have a food dish that's way up top, because a lot of times that the crickets want to stay down below, or they don't want to come down from where they're at because they think that that's the safest place. I shouldn't even put this in there until I've put the... Yep, don't even put that in there. What the hell's wrong with my blanket? Ugh. Great. Blanket's all fucked up. Can't keep my socks on. This is a hell of a Super Spooder power hour. And no one's around to even witness it. That's so sad. It's not like I'm having a great stream. I mean, I could be. I don't know. Other people have to tell me that. And I rely on others to tell me, because otherwise I will just sit here all by myself, just singing and dancing to myself, and it sounds like I'm a crazy person, because I sing to myself all the time. I was born an only child. Well, no, I was not born an only child. I was the eldest, but I was not an only child. I do have a full-blood sister, and we are trying to reconnect, but it's tough. You know, we're both in our 40s. We're like, it's like half our lives are gone. And I used to be really close with them when I was younger, but things happened. We'll just say that. Things happened, and they were not nice things that happened. So I just kind of gave up. And that's difficult to talk about, because, like, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that my sister is someone who's not, like, cool or something like that. What I'm saying is that we're raised differently. And so therefore there are some very important things that we don't get along in. And so it's like, if you had somebody that you met in the wild, out in the booty YouTubes, you know, then you'd think the same way. You would, you know, if you were too different, you wouldn't hang around that person for very long. At least I don't think so. I hope so. I mean, unless you're into that kind of sadomasochistic stuff, you know, I don't judge. I'm not here to judge you. I just want answers. There. Now you have a lot of water. And I cut off all my caps. Now I don't have any idea which one goes to which. This one keeps losing air. Or losing water somewhere. Don't know where. I gotta put it up there until I'm done looking at these guys. Oh good, at least I got one or two roaming around in there. Got my black, dark cricket eggs right here. See? That's why I didn't put food in it already, because I'm a dumbass. And I'm gonna open it like this because a lot of times the water water goes all down the side. And the only thing that's in here is springtails. I'd have to get my magnifying glass out to see anything. Thank goodness it's right here. I know, it's like, I don't want to leave people behind when I do this, but it's like I can't help it. What am I going to do? I have to see. Oh no, where'd you go? Where did you go? I saw you. Uh-oh. It's a rock. That's a rock. I kept thinking it was a piece of mold. It's not mold, it's a rock. Okay. Here's a little dude right here. Put him on a little white sheet of paper and we'll see how far along he is in his development. God damn it, where'd he go? I hate being left. Damn it. Okay, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should set this down like this. And... Alright, I have a cutting board, which I do know will fit on top of this here. So if I get the cutting board, put it across there, and then lay this on top of it, I should be able to get a spoon, especially this tiny clear spoon, to be able to pick up that egg and look at it under scrutiny. Scrutinize the egg. God damn it, son of a bitch. Forgot already. It's too low now. Okay. Alright. I am going to probably end up knocking something over on this, so here's looking at the last time. This floor is clean right now, y'all. This is fucked. Because I want to be able to use my hands, but it's not like I can just pull away and remember where it was at because they're so tiny. I want that one. Give me that one. Give me. Give. All right.
I don't know if you're still trying to stream, sweetie, but it's not. It's crashed.
YouTube or Twitch?
Twitch.
I'm not on Twitch right now.
Oh, okay.
But thank you.
Yep.
YouTube or Twitch? I'm not on Twitch right now.
Oh, what the heck?
Thank you.
What in the heckin' heck?
Gotta get my more powerful microscope kind of dilly bob that I made with my own two hands. Alright.
Have I done something horrible to this egg by retrieving it? No, I'm not a dummy
about this stuff. Not in the same way that I used to be. These may be different species cricket egg, but most of it is still the same. What happens is they start out clear when they're laid, and then as they develop, they actually get more and more opaque until you can actually see some of their exoskeleton forming. And it's kind of neat. I mean, not that I want to sit here and wax poetic about, cricket eggs, but they're actually kind of fun to watch and develop. I wish I had a decent, like a macro camera that I could show you guys. Because I'm not sure, but I think they're actually in the stage where they are like moving around inside their skeleton, their eggs. And when they develop eyes is when I start, I can see the ribbing. I can actually see the ribbing on this one. That's kind of cool. And I keep thinking that I see something moving on it. And I do. What I'm seeing is springtails. The springtails are eating all of the nasty molds, detritus, and dead things, so that the live eggs can That's really cool. Yeah. It's like he's nowhere near ready to hatch. But he's definitely they're so nice. You can see them moving around right there inside their eggs. It's kind of neat. Let's put him back in there so he's got the highest chance of survival. Even though I looked at him for a good minute or two. Bored all my viewers, none of them. And I know that you can't go all this time and not, have losses or mess up somehow. I know that I will, and I've done it a lot. Okay, that's cool. Instead of buying one of those little floating docks with the suction cups on them, so for her to dock and do her sunning, because turtles run on sunlight, basically. So I didn't see her sunning, but I think she done her sunning for the day. Huh. It's weird. I can see them so close, and yet I see nothing. It is so weird. I really do think I see some of them moving around, but I don't think they are ready to hatch yet, because I know cricket eggs, and these cricket eggs have been incubating not enough. It's not been enough time. It just hasn't. It can't have been. Yeah, see, here's a cluster of eggs that actually molded. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit more springtails in there. Because I think that would do really, really well. So, grasshopper dude, you got to move. Let's put you up here where you can get some sun. Because I know that you like some sunshine. And let's get the donor ready. So we're gonna put the lid back on this one so that it is kind of like a table. Yeah, because this is going to get not messy, but it's difficult. It might be even more difficult than with one hand. There. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. Because springtails, they really, really like to hide and jump away from everything. They're big, scary, scary boys. I have to give them some water. Got any in here? How about here? Some in here. And usually what I would do is I would get them and then hit the other side of them with a spoon or something. But right now I don't have the ability to do that. Get my spoon. Let me see what's going on. I fed you just a second ago. You're not going to get any more, I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Did a sneak. There we go. See? That works. Any more? How about now? Shit! Stop that thing. That thing's slippery as fuck. I forgot all about that. I'd heard from, a website that they but they kind of sort of hang around on rotting wood sometimes. So, yeah. Trying to collect them like that, and then all of a sudden I get this water in my face. I'm like, ugh, bleh, Okay, so now I'm going to move all over back this way so it's even. Because, ugh. Oh God, that's right. I have to water them too. And you can't give them distilled water. You have to give them actually real water. And I usually just buy drinking water. It's cheap and actually there are several artesian wells that I could just take these jugs to and go and get my water and nobody would say anything because that water comes out of the ground for free. And I could go to those artesian. I'm going to start saving my jugs. And I'm going to start going to the artesian wells because I don't feel it's not about the savings of the money, right? Because saving money is not as important as the outcome of what I would be saving money from. But it would be cost effective, right? Because I probably drive by a lot of artesian wells. And it's about efficiency. The whole reason I even do any of this stuff is because I want to have a hobby that will give me something in return. You can have a pet turtle, and a pet turtle is nice, and they're great to look at if you don't want to have a pet that you have to interact with to make it happy, because there's a lot of pets out there, and like dogs and cats, well, dogs mostly, cats usually don't care, but yeah, they usually, oh wow, they done dug themselves in the dirt already. Little springtails going to work. Doing work. We're doing work. We are springtails just doing the work. Oh yeah, damn, they got all the way down there. if I look at the size of this thing, I can actually tell where. I'm gonna get some more of those springtails and put them in there. Okay, I had to feed him anyway. I don't know what to do with that. I want to keep it just like that so I can make like a thing out of it, but. Alright. Ooh, yeah, that'll work. Okay. So, I'll put it right here just so I can get them. Still got my spoon. And I can get them to come to the top maybe if I sprinkle some food in there. So, and what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? And everybody says, oh, it's so easy. Springtails are so easy. All you gotta do is, they are easy to keep. Like, if you basically keep a clean house, you know, you don't have rodent problems, you won't run into most of the problems that you'd have that you would need. As long as you, like, put them on a shelf with some diatomaceous earth around it, then you'll be fine. You won't get any mites or anything like that. You have to worry about soil flies, but you're gonna get soil flies no matter what. They just exist everywhere. In the soil, out of the soil, it doesn't matter. They just exist. I hate them. Every time you get a plant or potting soil or anything like that, it is most likely gonna come with fucking all these attached to them. All these. What was I talking about? Soil flies. Yeah. Soil flies. I want to be able to just lift this up, right, and then knock all those ones that I see down there into my little haven. But I feel like I can't get my spoon low enough. There's some. What about if I move this piece of wood here? Arrgh! No, if I move that piece of wood, maybe I get a lot more springtails. Alright. I think I have enough. I don't know. I mean, there's a wad in there. They say that there's like 50 is what you need to start a colony. And, oh yeah, dummy, just put them there where they can't fucking be seen because it's a background, you know. It's a dull background. Alright, left hand, let's not be dumb about this, okay? God damn stupid son of a bitch. It's like the stupid moving stuff. Stuff that moves. Damn it. Did I just lose half of them before I even got them to the water? That's depressing. That's like super depressing. What am I supposed to do? Oh, yeah, sure. That works fine. Yeah, because then I have to fucking... The water just flows out of my spoon as soon as I try to drag it out of the water. It's like, nope, guess what? You're at an angle. And you needed to be at an angle to catch the springtails. So guess what? Before you get me out of here, I am going to make sure you never ever see a springtail ever again. Ugh, that slippery ass wood again. Oh, wee. There. Now. Arrgh! I don't know how to use a spoon to get my springtails. I just don't. Because every time I try to move the spoon out of the water, some of the water will move out, and so do the springtails. And they're the first things that go. It's like because they're lighter than the water. There. Now that's what I'm talking about. There we go. And springtails are usually not a problem in most. In fact, they are very, very good cleaners. Very good cleaners. They eat detritus, mold. They eat, let's see, dead stuff. Oh, that dead stuff. They love that dead stuff. Yeah. I think I got... No. This way. Yeah. This is what I want. Yay. Oh, and they're all in the middle. Of course, they're all in the middle. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Of course, you have to put in enough water to actually use this trick. Yep, get them out of the middle, at least. Because eventually, what you can do is just kind of have them hang out on one end. Now I'm just wondering if I do need to actually put any more in there. Like, did I just go overboard by putting too many springtails in there? Because once they've run out of stuff to eat that's bad, I'm not aware of them eating live things. I think they're like maggots, you know, where if you have maggots but you don't have rotting meat or something like those die, they won't eat it, you know.
I used to raise flies too, so that's how I know that.
An itty bitty tiny piece of here, you guys. There. It's so funny. Actually, it's not funny at all, but it is kind of weird to see him behave like this, you know, because usually you need just a little more. There we go. Because now they're free swinging. Yep. Now they can find the. Yay! If you guys go down here, you can find your little. Yay! And the prince was saved. Yay! Okay, I'll put it flat. Fine then. Fine. Oh wait, no, I know what you guys want. I know what you want. Here, how about some food? Y'all want some of this food? Because it's all up in there. I didn't think that it was ever going to be cool to have springtails, you know, because there's something that you don't really see. They bury themselves in the dirt, and if you're lucky, you don't ever see them because they're just doing their jobs. And they do their jobs by eating the dead stuff and eating the mold and eating the dead. They eat the bad things in your aquarium or terrarium. Yeah, they eat the bad stuff in the terrarium. And I'm not sure if them getting larger, like the family sizes, has anything to do with if they become destructive at any point when they don't have any food to eat or whatever. Do they get cannibalized? Or it's like having aphids or another type of bug that is supposedly good for the environment or good for your garden, right? But if it runs out of things to eat, it'll eat the roots of your plants. So, why would I not want to get rid of that? Shit. Forgot what I was gonna... Up here? Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and at this point, I think I'm gonna go all out and just go ahead and put this down inside here because I think they're close to hatching. I can't tell, but I think they're close to hatching, and that it doesn't make me nervous. It just makes me like, I really want this to go well. I really want this to go well. I really want this to go well. I only got one chance at this year. So better make the best of it while I can. We had a very, very dry spring, and that made for no bugs. The bugs. It was a terrible, terrible time to be a bug. Uh, it was a terrible time to be a bug. All the eggs basically desiccated and died. And so they lost all of the babies. And the ones that did survive, they're still kicking it. But yeah, but I can't even imagine, man, what it might be like to be one of those species that, you lay 10,000 eggs to make sure that your species survives, right? And in the next year, it's all dependent on whether or not you get rain at the right time. Because a rain is what triggers the hatching of some insects. Sometimes it's just the feeder insects, and it's important for them to come awake, first of all, because, well, they feed everything else. So they like to get any in there. You know what? It doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is will be, and then I'll put this in someone else's tank, and they will bother somebody else. Or at least eat the mold that's in that tank, which is a good thing. And I would like to wish everybody a nice, happy end of the year vacation and whatever holiday is associated with that. I wish you the best in that celebration. Whichever one you choose to celebrate. That's what I'm with you. And I will drink to your happiness and hope that you got everything you wanted on your holiday day. And I hope you got everything that you wished for. And I hope that at least somebody gets that one secret special wish that would never, ever, ever should come true. I hope somebody gets that. Because that would be really neat. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, see, when I was... wow. Started drinking, lost my train of thought. Hey. I just want this to go really well. This one is the big black cricket eggs. And they'll be fine. I mean, they're hardy. And I put them through diapause. So it should make a difference. Okay. I found a rubber band earlier. Where did I throw it to? Because I threw it and it did make it. Oh, I just knocked over. Oh my god. What the fuck did I knock over this time? Lids. Oh boy. What the fuck? Man, having a concussion is like walking through a doorway 7 times a day. Without ever having to get up. It's like my world will just kind of stop for a second because I'll be trying to remember whatever it was that I remembered beforehand. And it's just like, no, you've lost that. Sorry, pal. Aww. I was sad to see it go. Didn't even get to wave bye-bye. And because I don't want this coming apart at the wrong time, namely when I'm not here to contain it, literally like right here in this position, that's all I want. I just want this to be in this position. When they start hatching, so that I can put them in their regular, they're going to need a separate bin because they're going to be different than all the other crickets if they hatch. And that's a big if. I got a hatch out of my Allard's ground crickets. They're like pygmy crickets. They're super tiny. Oh man. I did not know they made crickets in that size. But then I realized, oh, wait a minute. Hey, I know these crickets. I know these dudes. These are the ones that I hear all the time on the outside during summer. These are the sound of summer. And I actually managed to get a hatch out of them. So I'm really grateful for that. So now we got to get back to our regularly scheduled programming, which is to put this over here for just a moment while we... And this is exactly the reason why I bought this microphone. Is because that dude right down in there who's chirping, every single time I would go on stream before this, he would steal the show because he's all you could hear. Alright, so I gotta take you guys' carrot. I'm sorry, gotta take your carrot. It's policy. Don't ask me. Ask the man who makes the rules. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. So when you wanna be all nasty towards me and stuff, okay, that's mostly pinheads. So, shit. Okay, mostly pinheads. Shit. Okay, so what I need to do here is I need to clean this, but I really don't have, like, it's not like I don't have a lot to clean, because I do. I spilt their food, but I spilled it, and then now there's shit everywhere. God damn it. Yeah, just like that. Yep, just like that. Hell yeah. And there's some shit going on down here on the sides. And I'm just trying to clean it up because, you never know what's going to happen. And if I'm not able to get in here and to clean it up, it'll rot, mold, and then they eat it and they die. Because they don't know the difference. They're just like, oh, hey, look, it's corn. And they're just like toddlers, too. I make my own cricket food because I can. And it's cheaper than buying cricket food. And I noticed that there's kind of sort of like a trend. The feeder cricket food is really, really, really expensive for what you are using it for, And it's not like me, can on the fly make a guesstimation of how much food my crickets eat every day without endangering them in some way. I don't know how. So all I can do is basically... No, I dropped it. What did I do? Okay, I'm cool. Nobody was hurt. Alright, now we gotta use the cripple hand. I think that's a bad word. I don't know. I'm born in the 80s. There are lots of things that are like racist and bad and misogynist, and we just grew up with that shit like it was normal. And I'll never forget the first time I ever came like to another place, and had people around me and stuff, and they were all making jokes and stuff, and then I said, man, it's hotter. I made it really racist. It was pretty bad, and I didn't know it was bad because everyone I knew back home just kind of said it. And nobody bothered to explain to me, oh, well, this, that, and the other thing. And I was too dumb to pick up on the actual language of the what we're talking about here. So, yeah. That was a mistake. Put that down. Yeah, that's why I got the microphone, because the stupid crickets would steal the whole fucking show. Yeah, so then what I have to do is like move them all over this way, and hopefully there will be a couple of them in these spots that might even have enough. How did you get in there? Okay, well, you're dead now, so it doesn't matter. There's an adult dead cricket in here. And I want to know how he got here. It's really crazy, because they are not supposed to be able to get out of there. Here's a screen. I believe I knocked all the crickets off of it. See, this is why I lay traps around. because I know myself, and I know that myself cannot be trusted when it comes to remembering where the fuck I put my crickets. So, yeah. Good Lord, there's just not enough crickets to feed anyone. No one's getting fed today. They're all going hungry. I'm gonna have to wait one more day so I can go and. Oh, it's gonna be a while then. They'll be fine. Every cold-blooded creature in this house will be fine. I'll turn the thermostat down. Everybody's metabolism will go way low, including mine. And I won't have to eat like a shrew. Every apartment has its own heater, and when they are starting up, they each have a different sound. And this isn't a brand specific thing. This is just these things are almost about to die kind of things. There. That it should scare all of the living crickets out. They should be all like, I don't want to go. I didn't see any, so guess what? Only the strong survive. Not in his house anyway. Good Lord. I'm pretty sure that all of the females in there are well past breeding their, their breeding beginnings. Well past that. Yet there's still that male in there chirping away like he's gonna get him some tonight. There's gotta be someone in here who hasn't fucked. And you know what? I'm just the guy to do it. That person's the stupid person's hopeful optimism. It just makes you go. If anybody remembers Dumb and Dumber, and somebody makes a joke about, when would she date me? And somebody said, not in a million years. And he's so you're saying I've got a chance. Totally misinterpreting the whole thing. It's that's great. Holy cow. Wow, they laid me a lot of eggs. I'm pretty happy about that. That's pretty good. But, yeah. Oh, also, lately I've been watching some stuff on YouTube about old anti-war movies from the late 60s, 70s, and 80s, during the Cold War. And some of the propaganda that came out back then, especially, or anti-war movies, because there's a lot of anti-war sentiment, and we had no business being, where we were anyway. So anybody that I guess would protest on that, I couldn't tell you which side I'd be on. I couldn't tell you. It's an impossible task. Because I don't know everybody's situations. I don't know what put them there, what their path is. That's what's different about all of us, is our path. And so when you talk about somebody, you have to consider the fact that their path may be completely and totally different from yours. And so something that was really, really casual for you might not be casual for that person, And I know that people can grok that, You wouldn't want it done to you. At least that's what I think about it. If I wouldn't want it done to me. And I think that's fine. I think it's fine for me to be that kind of, selfish. Especially if it means that I don't have to deal with the stupidity often enough to have to justify it by going, yes, I want to be here. I put that lid that was going to use for... Oh, there it is. Yeah, when they're little, they're not exactly territorial. But when they get bigger, they will keep other crickets from the food dish. So you'd be standing there watching them, because I like to watch them do stuff. And all of a sudden you'll see a big ass cricket just sitting on top of the food, like not eating it, but just sitting there. And every time a cricket comes close, he like kicks him with his back legs. And it's like, whoa, 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 my dude. Have we forgotten our manners here? Is this Wednesday? Now I gotta do this. Because I broke my blender. And unfortunately, I didn't feel like buying a... Damn it! See, I'm really glad I didn't put any food or water in those dishes yet. But I got a mortar and pestle as a gift. And I told somebody that I needed one, right? Well, the person that got me the mortar and pestle is the king of the jokesters. So this is what I ended up with. Is this teeny weeny tiny little mortar and pestle. And I'm not exactly sure what you could realistically do with it other than crush up really tiny amounts of herbs. If you're a person that lives by themselves and you want to grind things up, this is perfect for you. You got one slice of pizza that needs one leaf of oregano ground up, you're good on this. This is your product. But yeah. I think but I make my own cricket food because it's way more price advantage that way. Way more price advantage. I can buy a bag of kitten food and it'll last me a long ass time. And then I grind it up with my cornmeal and a little bit of powdered sugar and a little bit of calcium powder that I got from the store and some I don't know, it's dashi stock, so I know it's got kelp in it, but it doesn't look green, so I can't tell you really if there's anything in there. Oh, well, hello, new viewer. Welcome to the Super Spooder Power Hour. I'm your host, That Score Chick, and we're grinding up cricket food. Because crickets are getting spoiled in this house. Because I broke my blender. And I thought I had a food processor, but I don't. So now I'm down to grinding up their food one dish at a time. So, yeah, they better fucking be happy because I'm going the extra mile for them. Their food is gonna be lit, yo. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Okay, one more. One more for the mouth breathers. That would be... Oh, God. Okay, I'll just keep it like this just because. Alright, so now we've got problems. Now we've got even more people. Oh no. Now we got more chunks. I don't know where that went, but obviously this was not meant to grind up cat food. Okay. Yeah, now I realize I can't do this without a blender. Oh, God. Fucking goddamn. Okay, you know what? I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised that this is heavy or crunchy as shit. Because cats, especially kittens, have really, really sharp teeth. So it's not a surprise to me that this cat food is super, strong. And when I try to grind it up, it just resists me ha ha ha, suavemente. You've cut me mid suavemente. Suave, 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 suave. Yeah. It's like the opening of the fucking Witcher 3. That's what it's thinking of. So yeah, I guess the next time I put some in there, I ain't bothering on grinding that shit up. Y'all can be fighting over that big piece of food for all I care. Alright, looks like I fucked up my penthouse already. So, they got food. This is their water. It's gonna go down. Oh wait, they already got water. I'll go for somewhere else then. Okay, what thing? Oh, I just spilled the food everywhere. I hate this thing. No! Okay, now I gotta use a spoon. with a goddamn left hand to. Okay, clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. I'm not gonna rub my own nose in it though. That's a little far. I think I'm just gonna put the spoon to the test, and then hopefully later on I can vacuum when everybody's up and moving around. I'm not gonna vacuum right now, but this room does need a serious vacuuming. It's been a shit show lately with things being knocked over and you can just put to bed the idea of my life being stable. Like, it takes me 3 times to do things just because, hey, you know what? I suck at it, and I gotta do it 3 times. And if I do something, it takes me 3 times as long to do it. So, carrots. Yeah, see? This is why it takes me 3 times as long, because I spilled that and made me forget that what I wanted to do was put carrots in here. So I want to put them in here. I also want to put them in here, because that's where the big ones live. And these ones aren't done hatching, so can't have them yet. Days still mine. Alright, y'all. Okay, so now we got the little crickets on this done. So now we can close that lid. I'm surprised I remembered where that was at. And I'm actually going to have to put this over somewhere else because there's another cricket box over there. Oh my god. You know what? It's fine. It's fucking fine. Yeah, it's fucking fine. Yeah. All of that food just spilled all the way down to the bottom because not only is left hand stupid, but right hand was not good with spatial relations either. So I wasn't working with much to begin with. Yeah. It's just gonna get even worse. It's gonna get even worse from here. I promise. Ugh. It's really weird because I have almost no one to call on my Christmas for Christmas. I kind of feel a little sad about that. Like, you know, I don't really talk to my family because we're different people, and I was raised to be a trophy wife for a military man, and I just didn't jive with that, and so now my family hates me because, you know, I didn't do what they wanted me to do. So screw a bunch of that. And then I found out that the rest of the family hated me so much because they would make them look after me sometimes. Like, they made my aunt teach me how to ride horses. And basically my aunt said that I couldn't ride horses until I learned how to, like, take care of horses. So for the first year that she was teaching me how to ride horses, I had no experience with actually even touching a horse. It was all shoveling poop and rearranging stuff in the paddock and washing tack and taking care of saddles and the leather and making sure everything was good and making sure there was no mold in the oats and all this kind of stuff. So it was kind of boring, but it's like that kid from The Karate Kid, if you ever saw that. When am I going to learn karate? When you learn discipline, my young grasshopper. And I don't think it got any better when I learned discipline, but I mean, it didn't get any better, but I learned how to, like, not voice my feelings about it so much. So, yeah. I can't put things on top of other things. That's just wild. Why would anybody do that? Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy talk. Yep. It's like me. I say to people that they say, let's go out and do a thing, right? And I have to tell them, I cannot go out and do a thing because if I go do this thing with you, I will curse you. And I'm not talking about going somewhere with friends. I'm talking about people at my job. Because in my job, it's important to travel. I believe that everyone should travel at least once in their career as a dancer if they want to make dancing a career. If they don't want to make dancing a career, it's completely up to them, and that's completely legitimate, and I'm not going to rag on that. But if they want to make it their career, then I believe going with girls that you do actually trust to a place that is supposedly supposed to make you a whole bunch of money is vital to your career as a dancer. You have to be prepared for that. If you're not, you're gonna get left behind, or not just left behind, but you're gonna miss out on some of the best experiences that you can have, because your girls will always act differently at different clubs because they have different personas. We're a bunch of actresses, and that makes it a little hard sometimes to, I don't know. I don't look at it as having a bunch of transactional relationships with people. I look at it this way. People donate money to me so that I can be there on the days they want to hang out with me. And I will be there, I think that's what that's all about. And that I can get behind, I can totally do that. But I'm just glad we're not very competitive. At least not at my bar. I mean, they mega hustle, but, the ones that will fall for the mega hustle are the ones that are not going to fall for me. So I never really worry about it. But the problem is that the customers lately are all the kinds that do want that hustle. And I'm like getting left behind real quick. So I have to figure out something else to do. You always have had to do that. Every dancer has to do that because there always comes a day when you have to quit dancing, either by your own choice or by an accident or, starting a family or rumors. You could become a dancer for any number of reasons, just as quickly as you can decide to not become a dancer for a long list of reasons. And dancing, I think, is a great profession. Although I do believe that I don't think that girls that are 18 to 21, I don't think they should be given the opportunity just yet. And that's not me being an old fogey or anything like that. That is me saying you have to go out and get life experience. You cannot come into the club and expect to connect with people if the last thing, Merry Christmas, Saban. Merry Christmas. Oh. That's great. That's great. Did the chat even show up on the bottom of my screen? I don't even know. Huh. Yeah, I got this theme, and I'm not even sure if it's actually even working. I guess maybe they just go up and then disappear. I can deal with that. But there are ways out of the job besides being what you're told to do all the time. You can actually have a family. Like, a lot of people will come back after having had, a single child. And then a couple of years down the road, they have to actually quit because their child is now old enough to go to school and or read and or ask questions about why mommy doesn't come home until 4 o'clock in the morning, and you can only keep up a charade around a child for so long. They have a bullshit detector. I don't care how stupid your kid is, they've got a bullshit detector, and they're very good at it. Like, if you ask a kid, how do you solve the homeless problem? You know what they're going to say? Put them in homes. Because it's the simplest thing in the world. You know? That's what's going to happen. But you can't say that with a bunch of adults. Their minds are already made up about stuff. And I'm not sure where I was actually going with that, but oh, there's that. I put him somewhere. How you doing, buddy, huh? Still only got one leg, huh? When are you gonna molt for me again? I got a grasshopper. And this little dude is actually my own little nymph. I hatched him out all by myself. If you look, he's right here by my finger. And so he was the only one to come out of his egg sac. I had 2 egg sacs, and he only came out of one. So what I'm going to do today is he's usually pretty chill, especially with only one leg. So I can just put him down like that, and then I can take care of his enclosure without having to worry. And there you go. Yeah. He likes to crawl on this stuff here. It's like a silky kind of thing, and he just loves to crawl on it. I'll take this old stuff and put it on there. And he'll love that. He'll love that. He'll be like, I want to crawl around even more now. Because it's all caught up over here. And I should put a leaf in here. He needs a place to hide without me, like, invading his space. Because I think that even, I'm not going to say he's dumb, but even as not humanly intelligent as he is, I still believe that we have like an understanding going on. And today, I'm going to take out the food dish and the water dish. Let me get that old carrot out of there, because that old carrot is just... they eat the carrot, but I'm not sure if they eat the food or not. I'm really not sure, because I've never actually seen them eat the food. So it's kind of a big question I have. Do they actually eat it or not? I have old dry grass that I can feed them, but I don't have anything else for him, because I know what they eat mainly is they eat grass. There's no grass here in the winter. Just none. No grass. I mean, and what does grow in the winter, they don't eat anyway. They want to eat the same kind of stuff that we eat. So that's why I ended up making my own, cricket food, is because everything surrounding this is so expensive when you're doing it on a small scale. And you can kind of sort of equate small scale with being poor. It's like everything is more expensive, and it's more expensive to be poor than it is to be rich. And they only talk about it like, oh, you don't know? It's all about your taxes, man. It's all about taxes. And it's a lot more than that, but what am I supposed to say? I know more than you, and I don't have a degree. I'm not much for arguing in the first place. I was always told that if you had enough arguments with somebody, that eventually they just wouldn't want to be your friend anymore. And this is, ingrained in my brain, like some kind of weird mantra. Then again, I was raised in the South, where you're not supposed to make noise if you're, anyone that doesn't have any authority. Like if you're standing in a room and you're an 18-year-old person, and there's a cop in the room, and then three other adults that you have no idea but who they are, but they're older than you, right? Like middle age, 40s or 50s. Whatever they say, like all of them have authority. I mean, the cop has more authority, obviously, but if one of them says jump, you say how high. Anyone older than you has authority over you. And it's really like a weird, once you get away from it and you like go out in the world, you really see just how weird that is. I can't think of any other word to describe it. It's just weird. And trying to get others to understand it is kind of rough as well, because they don't really think about it in the same terms. It's like, it's almost like asking them, well, how are you going to button your blouse when we eliminate buttons? You know, same thing. But since I'm on such a small scale, everything would be so expensive if I bought it at the store. Cricket food is $6 a jar, and you can't just leave it in there for weeks. It has to go in there, and then you have to clean it out later because it will get moldy, especially if you keep it humid in there. And if you have to keep it humid because they're bugs and they need to be kept humid. So you can't just leave the food in there forever. And I leave it down there, but I don't know if she comes down or he comes down to eat it. I don't know what sex it is yet. It's got to molt one. I think it might molt one more time, and then I might know what the sex is, because I can see the differences between males and females. I just don't know how to rear their young. And it's not like that's a problem. It's just boring. But this keeps it super humid in there. That way. There's also a screen. Yep. And the choice of carrots. Let's see if I can stick one right through here. That would be neat. Nope. Looks like nope. How about here? I just stick that in there. Yay! Look at that. And then now I'll put him back like this. Yay! And now we have successfully fed and watered our differential grasshopper, which is, I think that's what this is. There's no way for me to tell, because I am in no way a herpetologist. I'm not a herpetologist, an entomologist. But this is one of the green ones. Yeah, they're green. They change color as they age, though, which is kind of neat. I always thought that was, like, the coolest thing about grasshoppers was that they change colors throughout their lives. The little ones tend to be a lot more green so they can stand out, and then the larger ones, they want to be like the larger ones are more solid colored. There we go. Now you got another stick. Oh, I was going to put in a flower for you so you could get out of the sun. Forgot, because my trash can was in the way. Oh, what do I have down here for you? I'll give you some shade. What do I have? Yeah, he's never going to come down and get that. He's never. Oh. Oh, well, that might work. Yeah, that might work. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Alright, sorry, little buddy. Oh, hey there. How you doing? Let me get my magnifier real quick. A little squirt. I never get to see the side of you. Are you a boy or a girl? Boy. Looks like a boy.
He looks like a boy. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Tony, what's up? Okay, hold on. I'll give you some water in a second. Okay, he likes it when I spray the inside of his cage. Because he's a little fucking weirdo and likes to drink the water right off the side of the cage. Like it's draft beer. I love it. It's like draft beer. Okay, I don't know if I necessarily need this much. I'm just trying to push a flower onto the side of a like thing. So I'll take that much. Ugh. There we go. Looks like we can put it in there now. So take this out because I put that in there and then I thought, oh, that's not what I wanted to put in there at all. This is exactly the opposite. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the best place for it. Right here. Probably the best place. Okay. So now I got a problem. I have to move this out of the way because I will definitely fucking spill it. Put it over there. This over there because I will spill it. Put these and these over here because I will never find them again if I don't. And I gotta put the stick back over there, and then I gotta move the food, otherwise I'll fuck with that too. I ruin everything I touch. So eventually you'll see me drop something and it'll be like catastrophe. Bugs everywhere, you know what I'm saying. Okay, right, so I need to get my knee close enough up here because I can't put any pressure on it with my hand. I have to position with one hand. Oh no, please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, okay? This is not cool. This is not right. Yep. There we go. Ah. Yeah, that'll never fall. Yeah, never. I gotta put another one in there if I want that to stay up. You know what? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares, right? Fuck it. Right, my little dude? Yeah. See, now he can go inside of a flower if he feels hot and he can get some shade. Let's put him up here so that he can get some sun. Ramses! I have a fish tank up here and it is growing an amazing amount of seagrass. I should probably clean that while I'm standing up. I'll bring it down and you guys can see it. It's once you see it, it's really not all that gross. It's just kind of like in there. I think I need, what do I need for this job? Oh, what do I need? Okay, I definitely need this. Yep, and I need this because some of it doesn't come up real well. Also need a container to put the seagrass in. So I can dry it out. Yep. Just what I needed. Give me the thing. Yeah. Yep. Ooh. Here's to you and here's to me. Well, my dudes, I just got the low power, emo on my phone, so looks like I'll be switching over to some other platform. So I will see you guys over on Twitch. Now I gotta plug